So it's not written off, nothing like that, but they've given me a cash payout. So this is the perfect time to put on the thinking PJs and decide what I'm going to get to replace Pepe. And not just that, but you are going to decide for me by voting on the options that I'm going to give you now. Hello everybody. Well, unfortunately, when it comes to me and Pepe, the 205, it is the end of the line, and that's a real shame. But let me explain to you my thinking and why this has happened. So the insurance has just given me a cash payout to fix it. So it's not written off, nothing like that, but they've given me a cash payout. This has just lengthened everything. I don't really have time, and it's not the kind of job I particularly want to do to fix this car up. And as always with the YouTube channel, it's good to have variety and to have different cars and different projects. So this has really hastened everything by 6 months. I was going to sell it next year, maybe around March. And this means now that instead, this has spurred me on to just sell it now. And I have already found a buyer. It was very quick. He's coming to pick it up tomorrow morning. He knows the car from the videos and so on. He knows what the situation is with it. I think he's got it for a decent price. I've maybe lost a little of the money that I've put in it, but hardly anything. So I'm sort of pretty happy with the way it is as well. But I just wanted to have some sort of parting comments before I went, because I drove around today in Pepe. I went to see one of the cars that might replace him, and it is a car which is pretty much deemed legendary for its handling, one of the best handling cars of all time. And I got back into this 205 and I thought, you know, my God, how good is this? These are just amazing. Let me tell you, if you are thinking of getting a Peugeot 205 GTI, just get one. It's really hard to put into words, but it's because it's so light and it handles. It's the combination of both things makes it drive in a way that I've never experienced in any other car. If I hadn't taken the deposit already for this car, when I was driving back, I was almost thinking, oh, could I just give him the deposit back? But the thing is, I need to chop and change. I like changing cars. I like finding out about different cars. I like having different projects. And I wasn't going to do anything further with Pepe. I was quite happy with the way he was. I did everything that I wanted to do. I wasn't going to modify it or do anything else. So there wasn't going to be much video content coming either. Having said that, they just drive so well, these 205s. They're like nothing else. Anyhow, keep your eyes open because there will be another car incoming. So this is the perfect time to put on the thinking PJs and decide what I'm going to get to replace Pepe. And not just that, but you are going to decide for me by voting on the options that I'm going to give you now of the cars I've been looking at. Now the first, it's an ex-racer lease. Now, make a great story. It's an ex-race car. It's been banged about a lot. The body's in pretty awful condition, but mechanically it runs. It would, however, make an absolutely terrible daily, and it's probably less practical than the Ferrari in some ways. So, got to think about that. Also, I think that the owner is asking a bit too much for it, so that's a difficult one to call. Next is the Alfa GTA. Now, 147 GTA. If you know anything about engines, you will know the Alfa V6 Busso. It has a legendary reputation amongst car journalists, Clarkson, May, all these people. And if you've ever been in one, you'll know that they are just amazing. I've never owned a car with the Alfa V6 in it, and this is the GTA has the last iteration and the best iteration of that engine. Plus, I like the way they look. It would be interesting and it would still be practical. The next choice for about the same money is actually a Porsche Cayman. I have found one that's not grey or black, like 99% of them, that I am interested in. It's a much better car than the GTA. It handles much better. It's faster. It'll probably be more reliable, although don't get this Porsche thing mixed up. They are not that reliable. They have issues as well, especially the Caymans with bore scoring, IMS, all that kind of stuff. And although it's a little mid-engined sports car, in some ways, I think it's going to be less interesting than the front drive hatch, which is the Alfa. I think the Alfa will be more fun in many ways. Anyway, put your votes down in your comments. I will count them and tally them up in the next couple of days. Whichever car has the most votes is the one that I will buy. Thanks to everybody who has kept an eye open and who has helped to try and find the person who ran into this car and precipitated the whole series of events. Buzzy little engine. The whole package is just perfectly suited. It just works. I am going to miss this little car. Thank you also to all the Peugeot, to the 205 fans who have been really helpful, who have offered me parts, and who've generally just encouraged me along the journey of owning Pepe. Unfortunately, it hasn't been as long as I wish it could have been. Alright guys, this is Sean. He is buying Pepe. He's a super enthusiast. He lives in Cardiff in Wales. Yep. He knows all about the car. He's happy with it. He's going to restore it so you can all rest assured. And he's just about to drive off. So it's a bit of an emotional moment. As I said yesterday, I went to have a look at a car that I thought I was going to buy. It was actually in a lease, so super handling thing. And yet I got back into this, drove it, and it just made me realise how good these cars are. So
put a smile on your face.
Yeah, he's doing the right thing. So he's going to drive off, so we'll see that. And that's it. Thank you everyone for watching, and see you for the next video. Thanks, Sean.
No problem. Right.